let's get this toilet out of here. You might get a little poo-poo all over you. It's a pee trap, so it traps your pee down there. A little nut action for you. Oh hey, didn't see you there. It's Zach, Heyday Development. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be tackling the half bath. It's a very special half bath that we know and love. So we have a plaster wall here and many layers of wallpaper for some reason. Wallpaper that's been painted on. And then over top of that wallpaper, there was this panel wall that has been made to look like brick. As you can see here, we've taken most of it off. Very small room, light fixture, this vanity mirror. What do you call this, vanity mirror? Then the actual vanity, the sink here, taking this off. It's pretty lovely, I would say. All this was underneath the panel wall that we're gonna have to either smooth out or just cover this up or get underneath it. It's all just basically joint compound. The existing flooring you can see back here, we've taken most of it out. We've left some in here because we need to take the toilet and vanity off. Make sure your toilet is disconnected. You can see we're disconnected right here. This valve is broken, so we had to put in this little temporary valve to stop water from leaking. Since this valve doesn't stop the water, we needed something else to do it. But make sure that the water is off before you disconnect this, obviously. Also, you're gonna want to drain your toilet, so let's do that right now. So we've taken the lid off. You can see that there's water in there. Let's just flush this. But you want to do that before you take this toilet off, or else you're going to be carrying around a lot of water. It's going to add weight and it's going to spill everywhere. Oh! So there's still water in here, but that's just natural. So whenever we take this off, there's going to be a bit of a spillage. There's not much we can do about that. We're just going to move on with our life. So now that we have disconnected the water source from the toilet, we are good to go for taking this toilet off. You got two bolts, two nuts and bolts. You got two nuts on these bolts on both sides of the toilets that you're going to want to take out. That's what's holding down the toilet from moving. It's kind of crazy. It only takes two of these bad boys. That's the reality we live in, folks. Make sure you are wearing your gloves for this, because you might get a little poo-poo all over you. All right, so that's off. It's all rusted and corroded. I don't know what that is. That could be dried up poop. I don't even know, man. This seems loose already. Yeah, I can loosen this with my hand, which really goes to show how not good this was in the first place. Okay, come on, boy. Come on, boy. The one closest to the walls always give you the biggest headaches. Okay, there she goes. A little nut action for you. Take off the washer as well. You don't need that anymore. Yummy! So that's going to be cleaned off, to say the least. But let's get this toilet out of here. Just a big hunk of porcelain or ceramic. I don't know what I'm talking about. We've disconnected this pipe here from the P-trap. Basically has the J curve at the bottom of there. It's a P-trap, so it traps your pee down there. And then before you take off this sink, this vanity, same thing with the toilet, you want to disconnect the hot and the cold water taps. So keep these off, both of them, disconnect, and you're ready to take it out. Your probably wondering why there's no door on this vanity, and the reason for that is because I already took it off. Basically, it was just kind of in the way for recording things. So it's a pretty easy process though, just unscrew it from the hinges. Nothing crazy. This sink had probably 13 pounds of sealant running across the top of it, which is the reason why it's giving me some troubles here. Okay, on to the remaining floor pieces. One quick thing to note is we have some plastic bags shoved into that toilet drain there, and the reason for that is because we don't want any unnecessary debris falling into that drain and causing some clogging issues in the future. I've actually had something similar happen to me in the past, but I'll spare you the details other than there was a piece of poop floating in the upstairs bathtub. We'll just leave it at that. Quick pro tip from your boy Zach here. One of the most important tools you can get for demo is what I'm holding in my hand right now, and that is a crowbar. You can see I'm using it throughout the entirety of this video. You can get underneath things and pry it out. You can use leverage with it. You can smash things with it. It's really just a do-it-all tool that really just accomplishes what you want to do out there, man. This is the vanity mirror you're looking at. It took me a while to find these screws that were keeping this mirror in place, but they've been painted over millions of times. But we'll pry it out of there one way or another.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
One unsung tool that I always end up using during demo phases is this little scraper right here, man. You can use it for anything. You can scrape out dirt, you can scrape out paint, and as you can see here, we're using it to scrape some wallpaper off the wall, and believe me this, it's pretty therapeutic. Speaking of therapeutic, here we're taking out some plaster walls, which is a pretty simple process. All you do is whack the wall to loosen up the plaster, and then you try to get behind it and scrape it out. Another pro tip for you, always double check that there's no power going into the switch or the outlet that you're trying to take out. Turn your breaker off, but still double check that there's no power. It's always safe, don't die out there. Same process with the switch. The ceiling light will need to be checked for power, just to be safe. I'm not going to be reusing any of these wires. I'm going to have to do a complete rewire, at least for this room. Going down to the basement, it is to code, but this room, not so much. Unfortunately, this ceiling does need to be demolished. When I looked up through that hole for the light, I noticed that the ceiling went pretty high up there, so I wanted to take advantage of that. Houses with vaulted ceilings have incredibly higher value than houses that have drop ceilings or just low ceilings in general. On that last whack there, an old bird's nest actually came down and crashed through the ceiling. You'd be surprised at what you find whenever you start demolishing your house. But you're starting to see how far up that ceiling does go. So we do have a pipe that's running through. We are going to either spray paint that or somehow reroute it, but rerouting it would be pretty costly. You probably weren't able to tell, but falling debris there hit the water line and caused some water to spout out of there. But I was just able to turn the valve off, so crisis averted. No damage was done. No harm, no foul. Moving on to this vent though, I was having some pretty tough times getting this thing out. It was just kind of lodged in there. I just smack it a few times and then finally I just twisted it and it just kind of came out pretty easily for some reason. These 2x4 cross beams were kind of tricky to get rid of, so I decided to just use a Sawzall, cut the nails, and then it'll just fall right out of there. Little side note, Ryobi Sawzall I'm using, it's just great. It's a fantastic tool, I can't recommend it enough. Ryobi, just, you know, please sponsor me. I mean, I'm begging you at this point. So that'll do it, folks. That is the half bath renovation. We're done, basically. This is the end. This is the finished product. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. This has been part 1 of the half bath renovation. Part 1 being the demo phase. Although there are a few more things I want to do. Demo this 2x4 running across the top here, which held in the old ceiling. So we can expose this beautiful ceiling right here. This is the steps to the upstairs right here. But you'll see that all in part 2. Part 2 is also going to be removing some of this wallpaper, cleaning up these walls, installing the electrical that needs to be put in. There's an outlet right here, switch, and then some lights behind me. That's all going to be part 2. Don't miss it, okay? It's going to be a beautiful time. All right, guys, wrapping it up here. Thanks for watching. Part 2 is going to be coming out soon. Maybe it's already out. If you're watching in the future, it's already out. It's on a playlist. Go watch it. Go watch the rest. Go watch part 3. Go watch part 4. Just watch it all, okay? Just watch the videos. Just watch the videos. What are you doing? What do you have better to do? You know, you're sitting at home, you know, eating a pizza. What are you doing with your life? Get off the couch. Go flip. Go out, go get in the yard and learn how to flip. Okay? Well, watch the video first. Watch my other videos. Hit that subscribe button. I want to say this. You subscribe, but also like the video. Put a comment down there. Tell us how excited you are. What's your favorite part of renovating a home? All right, guys. Peace out. Who knows if we're even going to finish this bathroom, man? It's quite the project. It's turned into quite the project. So, damn it, dude. It always happens, man. It's always more work than you thought it was going to be. That's just kind of the life we live here in this world that we live. Some of us live, some of us don't live. We'll try to live. So, here at Heyday Development, we want to say we're going to live. Why am I sweating? All right, so... and we revealed that there's like 3 layers of wallpaper. There's my son back here. He's locked back behind there. We got to uncover him for all eternity. He's been locked back there for years, man. We can't even, we don't know.